What's going on, everybody? So today we have to talk about a big bug that's going on in the game. Now, is this a visual bug? Is it not? Based on my experience, it is not a visual bug, but my XP isn't massively increased normally. So I won't say that it's 100%, but it definitely is a visual bug and it needs to be addressed here, whether or not this is working as intended. And I also want to talk about how important XP is for lower level people, because people don't seem to understand how important XP is. They see these XP boasts like, oh, well, I'm just going to go ahead and cap out anyways. It doesn't matter. Completely the wrong mentality for this. XP is always good. There is zero downside to XP because things don't scale based on your level. When you're going through and during hell difficulties, they scale based on the hell difficulty, and that's their HP, not on your own level. So what's the bug? Well, if we just jump over here to my inventory, you could see server paragon level during XP or bonus increased XP rewards during event, 0%. I'm getting 0% bonus XP for being under server paragon. And if we jump over to this event here, you can see during the event, players who are below server paragon will receive additional experience. Well, I'm not receiving it. Shows a little up arrow. I'm not receiving anything here. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just not below the server paragon level enough. Okay, so I was like, all right, well, no big deal. I'm not going to really worry about it. But then I got sent this screenshot. Let me just fix this here. I got sent this screenshot. There we go, from someone that is in a different server and is below server paragon and is still not receiving the XP. I'm like, okay, that's strange. So I looked here. They don't say anything in the patch notes. And then I looked on Reddit here and I couldn't find any bugs around. So I was like, okay, what is going on here? Like, where is this bonus XP? I'm not seeing anyone get any bonus XP. So I figured, okay, let's go ahead and just move over to another account, right? Because we are jumping over to the other account. Maybe it's like a bug for like the initial bonus XP, but even during a previous event, when we had bonus XP, it would work for everyone under server paragon level, not just people underneath a certain amount. And you can see here, they are getting bonus XP at a certain point, but it has to be under a certain level. So is this a bug? Is this working as intended? I'm not sure, but what I do know is in the previous event, even if you were slightly below the server paragon level, you would get a bonus. So I'm not sure if this is working as intended, and I hope it's not, because I don't see why the people who are below server paragon, even if it's like 4 levels, aren't getting double what they normally would get. You can see here, I'm getting 400% standard bonus XP rewards, 800% total because of doubling from the event. And if I were to swap back over my main, right now I am, I believe, 4 levels below server paragon, and I should be getting 140% experience instead of 120. Oh man, I just logged in on the same character. But I should be getting double my bonus XP because that's how the previous event worked. And it looks like this is how this event is working as well, but not for the people that are only slightly under the server paragon. And this is consistent. I've seen people with about 10, 15 levels below server paragon. They're not getting the bonus XP. I don't know why. It doesn't make much sense to me. But I figured I'd call it out in the video. Maybe it only works and it's only intended to work for those people that are way below server paragon, but I don't understand why. It doesn't make sense. You can see there's no specification here. There's no indication. It looks like I should be getting it. It's got the little up arrow and everything. Everything points to me should be getting double XP, but I'm not getting any XP. So it is what it is. Part of me wants to go ahead and drop server paragon levels just to see, but I'm kind of prepping for the event, so I'm not going to do that. But regardless, time to talk about XP at large. The reason why this is so important from my perspective, anytime we are getting bonus XP, this is a great thing. And which is why I'm pushing for even people that are somewhat below server paragon, not a ton, because every level increases the stats on your gear. This is an incredibly, incredibly important thing to realize, okay? And some people are saying, oh, well, it caps out eventually and I won't have the stats to get to the next level. Who cares? Who cares? A lot of people point out, oh, I could be easily past Paragon 60 and I don't get any better upgrades from Hell 1, but I can't do Hell 2 yet. Or more commonly, it's I can't do Hell 5 because I'm not 5,000 combat rating, which you can see here, but I'm way past level 300. Who cares? When you are getting higher levels, yes, you may not be able to drop better gear from Hell 4, but at least you were able to drop maximum quality gear as soon as possible. And that's the best thing for everyone. Getting to the max level of a specific difficulty is beneficial for every player in the game because it gets more people to Hell 5 faster. It gets you, the player who's below Silver Paragon and doesn't have the combat rating, able to get the maximum stats of that difficulty as soon as possible, which allows you to get the better stat gear for Hell 5 sooner. And that's the thing. Anytime you have bonus XP, doesn't matter if you are way past level, it is always a good thing. Always. There's never a downside. Now, sometimes it can be minimally valuable. It can sometimes be like, oh, well, that doesn't really make any difference to me because I'm already past the level. So even the bonus XP, all I'm getting is a little bit extra stats on Paragon. But even then, getting extra stats on Paragon, it'll increase the viability in dungeons. If you decide to run dungeons, it'll increase the viability of your legendary items and all the gear that you're getting, which is incredibly important in of itself, but it is minor value out of it. So definitely going to want to go ahead and focus on that. But again, if we just look here, I'm going to jump over to the Warband stash so I could show you all the value of some increasing of stats, because this is incredibly important for people to realize. Well, would you look at this? I have an insanely increased stat piece here of trip or quad arrow for me if I wanted to pick it up. And that has a higher level Paragon. You can see this piece right here. My piece is a 254. This is a egregiously low piece, but it was a triple stat. And I just haven't found anything better. But this is way better for me if I were to borrow that. All these stats are way better in terms of legendary items. Now, if you look at set items, this is the one part where I'm not convinced yet on Paragon level increasing the set item quality. Because if you look down here, we have ones that are like level 383 that are like 150, 148. If you look at another piece, another one, 380, 188, 173, 349, 168, 153, 383, 164, 161. So set items are not really convincing in terms of increasing your Paragon level is going to increase the quality of it. Whereas if you compare that to, like, look at this. This is a 360 piece, 227, 214, 353, 202, 206, 361, 211, 210, 357, 209, 202. You can see a very high quality difference because if we check here, which is like a little bit lower, you're going to find that there's not really a legendary piece that is as egregiously bad as some of the other set pieces that we found in here. So set items doesn't look like it scales off of level. It looks only to be based on set item quality. So if you're increasing your level an insane amount, the priority should be on legendary items, not set items. You could farm set items for sure. When you get to a new difficulty, definitely recommend farming set items because that's going to be a big boost compared to the previous difficulty. But in terms of actually increasing your overall combat rating and your gear stats, you're going to want to focus on legendary items because those are the ones that scale off of level insanely crazily. So hopefully that helped, guys. Again, let me know if you guys where the drop off for the XP is. Did you reach a certain server Paragon and then immediately you lost the bonus XP? Should it be working for these lower levels? As far as I could tell, the actual XP buff is working, but not for the ones that are only slightly below server Paragon. I don't know if that's a bug again or if it's intended. I really wish it wasn't intended because it doesn't make sense why they would limit people who are below server Paragon only slightly, but then boost like the ones that are way below a ton, right? But hopefully this helps, guys. I want you guys all to get to Hell 5 at ASAP for the new update. More people in Hell 5 is better, at least in my opinion. It's easier to find dungeons, it's easier to find in groups, and that's my favorite part about the game. So hopefully this helps, and I'll see you tomorrow.